Levels, levels. So, look what came in the mail today. All right, everybody, it finally arrived today. The YouTube silver play button. So I thought I would do a little bit of an unboxing just for funsies. Before I get into it though, I do want to thank everyone that has supported the channel over the years. And I know in the grand scheme of things, 100,000 subscribers, you know, it's a vanity metric. Some people get there in 6 videos, some people get there in 100 videos. But for me, it took me over 1,000 videos and over 4 years just really grinding at it. So I get it, totally not the most important thing in the world, but if there is one thing I have learned from the last year is that it's a good idea to celebrate those small victories when they happen. So here it is. I think I'll weigh it, and my friend Kelly wondered if it would make a good bike selfie stick. So we're gonna try that. It's actually a pretty hefty box here. I'm gonna weigh just the box and everything and all the contents. And it comes out to about 1,271 grams, 44.83 ounces, or about 2.8 pounds. So just under 3 pounds for all this. So a lot heftier than I actually thought it would be. So a lot of you know that this has been quite the journey for me. It's been a goal for so long, and it feels kind of weird to finally achieve this goal. Some days recently I've been at a loss, like what next? You know, 100,000 has been such, you know, a goal and a milestone to strive for, that now that I'm finally here, what should the next goal be? Okay, anyways, so here's a box. There's a kind of a standard form letter from Susan, the CEO of YouTube, and a little card here. This award was inspected and packaged with great care by Rick. So thank you, Rick. Little foam liner, and ta-da! There it is. It's actually pretty cool looking. It's a lot more substantial than I thought it would be. Wow. It's actually kind of nice. Might be an actual metal finish. It's fairly dense. Some foam backing here with 2 places to hang things, and that shiny silvery play button. Let's do a little close up here. So it says presented to the Path Less Pedaled for passing 100,000 subscribers. There it is, guys, all its glory. Thank you so much, everyone that's subscribed, obviously, but that have been really supportive of the channel. On Patreon, on Discord. For me, this has been probably one of my biggest creative challenges because it wasn't about, you know, one video going viral, but about 1,000 videos that do okay. So people get here at different speeds. I definitely got here at party pace, which I guess is on brand. It's actually kind of cool to have. It's so like shiny and reflective. So not to get all cheesebally with everybody, but I have been thinking a lot about the difference between success and an accomplishment. Like, what's the difference? How do you tell when you're successful or you're not? I think 100,000 is a great accomplishment. I don't know if the channel is successful yet. I'm still trying to figure out a way to define success for me being a YouTube creator. It's tricky because it's not like an everyday job where you work up a ladder and then you get a promotion and then maybe one day you become a C-level executive. This is kind of just an endless journey. Sisyphean in many respects. Although this looks like all fun and games, you know, I show up every week, make the videos, crank out the content, do all the social media posts. So it is, you know, at its very essence, a job. A fun-looking job, but a job nonetheless. I'm gonna stop waving this around because it's just getting super reflective everywhere. Okay, I just put there. What's changed since hitting 100,000? Unfortunately, that daily truck of YouTube money is still not flowing in. So despite hitting this milestone, I'm still grinding away, still making content. I thought it would open more doors, and it has to some extent, but daily life on the channel and, you know, who answers our emails still really hasn't changed. I would have thought that by hitting 100,000, the channel would be really drastically different, that all of a sudden all these opportunities would open up. But in honesty, it's still a grind. I guess that's been one of the biggest surprises. Yes, it's an accomplishment. Yes, there are maybe slightly more opportunities, but not to the same extent that I had envisioned in my head. I've also been doing a lot of thinking about where I want the channel to go. When Laura and I first got into cycling, it was, you know, mostly around touring, and things have changed, circumstances have changed, and our interest in bikes has also changed. You guys would have noticed over the last couple of years, I've been incorporating more interests like fishing and painting and wood carving, all these things. Because at the end of the day, at least for me, you know, I love bikes. Don't get me wrong, they're one of my biggest passions, but I love them insofar as they're a vehicle to experience the world. In some ways, the older I get, the less I think of myself as an actual cyclist and more of someone that's very passionate about bikes as well as other things and likes to combine and meld all those things together. I don't associate myself in the very traditional sense of the word cyclist, where cycling is the ends to itself. I've always viewed it as a tool to explore the world. And I think that kind of message of cycling gets lost in the competitive side. And honestly, that's one of the reasons why I wanted to start this channel and still continue to show up every week. Because to my eyes, that voice of cycling is missing. I mean, there's lots of YouTube channels around bikes, lots of really big ones, but I was never really happy with how they presented cycling or what you could really do with a bike or explain bicycles in the way that makes sense to me. So that's ultimately my main motivation for continuing this channel right now. So dang reflective. So here it is. I will say it is missing one thing, and I will fix that, and then we will see if this works as a bike selfie stick. And it's missing a gravel specific sticker. So let's put that on here. Where should it go? On the top, in the reflective part. I'm gonna put it right over the presented to part. I think it'll blend in pretty good there. So this will be another first. It'll be the first gravel specific silver YouTube play button award. Nice. Oh, baller. Looks so good. I don't know if you can see it. We'll do some close-ups, but let's go see if it works as a bike selfie stick.